Do you need something different in your life? I sure do. I'm tired of this background. So, what's what's the solution? Well, if you've been following me for a while, here's what you know. You know that I only do it if it's fun. And so if I find myself doing something and it's not fun, then first of all, I change my attitude. So now I look at this and I see the beauty in it. I see the gold in it. I see the richness in it. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not going to change it. What it means is that now I appreciate it. So if I'm in a situation that I find it's not fun, what can I learn from this? What's the lesson here and what's the healing? When I take that moment to reflect that nothing is happening to me, everything is happening for me, then what ends up happening is my attitude shifts. So I appreciate my background, my backdrop, my backstory. And yet, if it doesn't work out, if I'm done appreciating it, if I've learned the lesson, then guess what I get to do? I get to change my location. So, today I thought about being outside. I thought about finding a shady spot. I thought about those things, but I did nothing. So here I am. Doing this with a backdrop that I have appreciated. And then think about this in your life. So often we get caught up in our old stories. So one of the things that I'm doing today, and I invite you to do today, is to look at your old story. Well, not just look at it. Here's what works better than just looking at it. What works better with your old story, especially if you feel drawn to change it. And sometimes that anticipation, that being drawn towards something, it takes a long time. So the thing that you can do to collapse time is that you can write your old story. But only give yourself 45 minutes, 45 little minutes. Set the timer, write your old story. Don't do it on your computer because you're going to write it, burn it, and bury it. Because if you're living out of your old story, it's like having a clenched fist. If I come to offer you something, but your fist is tight like this, you can't receive. When you're holding on to your old story, you're living out of your old story. Maybe it's even unconscious. Maybe you are not really aware that you have the ability to change it. So when you write it and you give yourself a short amount of time to do that, what happens is every cell of your body gets involved. It's just not a mind, sight, this. It's my arm is involved. Look, my earring starts swinging. So your whole body gets involved in this bringing up, recognizing, appreciating, and then knowing that that's not how you want to live the rest of your life. So write your old story. Join me. I'm going to do it this afternoon. So write your old story. And then take that old story in just 45 little minutes, put your timer on, and then take that story and burn it. Burn it. There is no life left in it. So then what do we do? Well, you're going to bury it because in order for regrowth to happen, something has to die. And it's true, it's in the death card in the tarot. If we look at the cycles of the seasons, something dies. Come the fall, the leaves fall, the seeds are down, and then the winter is like, what can I revitalize? So take this time, 45 little minutes to write your story. Burn it and watch it go up in smoke. You're using all of the elements. And then take that ash, nature, trees, plants, love, ash, and then bury it. take a moment, maybe a few days, and then write yourself a new story. What do you desire? Because when you write, burn, and bury your old story, what happens is that you're renewed. You're not who you were before, because you have transmuted that old story into vapor, into air, into smoke. So it's up in smoke. Now, from that place of no longer being attached to it because you buried it, what can you now create? So, in Craft Your Dream Life with the magic of shamanic journeys, over just 6 little weeks, we create a life of our dreams. And then, knowing exactly what that means, we from that place begin to move in a direction that makes our hearts sing. So there's a link for you to join. And it's a limited time that I'm offering it at this price. Come the fall, you're going to add a 0. So if you're up for it, if you're up for spending 90 minutes a week for 6 weeks to make a difference in your life, join me. And in the meanwhile, let's drum up some love. Beautiful. All right. So, if you've been following me for a while, or even if you haven't, here's the thing. There's one of the tenets I live by. What I put out into the world returns to me 3 to 10 times. So that speaks to me to be mindful of what I'm saying, to be mindful of what I'm thinking, and of course, then to be mindful of what I'm doing. So right now, I'm sending out love because I feel like we spend a lot of time looking at division and contrary and opposition. But ultimately, my place that I live from is that we're all born of love or lust. And most of us, now that's not 100%, I'm aware of that, but the majority of us are born of love and we're born of lust. So, I know that I was a lust baby, unexpected, and here I am. All right, so let's energize our hands. Place them on your heart. Take a nice deep breath. And open fully and freely to give, accept, and embrace all the good the universe has for me. One more time. I open fully and freely to give it away, give it away, give it away. Accept big old bowls with your hands and embrace, put it in your heart. All the good the universe has for me. One last time. I open fully and freely to give, accept, and embrace all the good the universe has for me. Namaste, aho, bliss, and in case no one has told you so far today, you are amazing. Thank you for watching. Love you. I'll see you. Bye-bye.